Well, good morning and happy Thursday, Hillside. I'm just glad to be here with you this morning, and we have a lot to go over. As always, a lot of things going on at the church, from the church to other people. Hey, so let's get moving on these announcements. First of all, Saturday night / Sunday morning, don't forget to fall back with your clocks. I know a lot of us have the phones now and they do it on their own. But in case you go by an old school alarm clock, digital alarm clock that doesn't reset itself, make sure that you're ready to fall back this weekend. Get an extra hour of weekend in. Always a bonus. The tech team is still looking for volunteers, everybody. If you have any experience in tech at all, if you have, we're looking for audio help and for live streaming help. So we could really use to get some of the guys in the tech booth a break. So we would love it if you could join us. We have a food pantry every other Thursday, in case you didn't know that. So next Thursday is the next food pantry. And if you have any questions about that, how you can donate food, if you know somebody who needs food, need to know times and dates and stuff like that, then you just email crhillsidepantry@gmail.com, or you can just call the office, or you can email the office, and you can get a hold of us. We'll connect you with the pantry, okay? But they do have that direct email, so it's easy to communicate with them. Church Cleanup Day is Saturday, November 7th. I believe that's a couple weeks away, maybe not even, a week and a half. At 8 a.m., we're going to tidy up our church property here, so we would love to have as many volunteers out here as we can. The OCC packing party, Jess will be talking about that on Sunday during service. It's going to be November 20th and 21st. Let's help spread Christmas joy and celebrate the birth of Jesus by helping kids around the world. Don't forget that Midweek Ministries is every Wednesday from 6 to 7:30. I mean, we got children, we got youth, we got small groups, we got 1 Corinthians study with Pastor Bill. There's just so much going on, and if you want to do that 1 Corinthians study and you're like, oh, but I have kids. Well, we have children and we have youth. So please come on Wednesday. We'd love to see you here. So remember that missions meal? We served 350 meals to our community Hillside, and I think that's awesome, and there was a great team of volunteers here. So look, we're really thinking about doing something like that again. What we do know is that there are a lot of people in this city who don't get to celebrate Thanksgiving because they don't have the means to do so, or they're by themselves and they don't have the family to do it with. And so what we want to do is offer a gobble and go, a drive-through Thanksgiving meal. However, we can only do that if we have the funding and if we have the volunteers. So what we need to hear from you is, can you donate? Will you donate? Will you donate your time and your service? It's going to be the day before Thanksgiving in the evening, and we're going to offer up a small Thanksgiving meal through a drive-through type setting again, if we can get the funding and the volunteers. So please contact our office and let us know if you'd be willing to do that, or go ahead and start donating, and that'll say to us, hey, it looks like we need to do this. So we're really hoping to do that for our community. If we can't, if it's not in the plans, then it's not in God's plan. And we'll figure out another way to serve the community this Thanksgiving. But we would really like to provide that meal for people who don't have family or don't have a meal to eat for Thanksgiving, because that's very hard on people. Next week, we start a new series on the 8th called Attitude of Gratitude. And we're going to be talking about our heart condition and how we can be filled with more gratitude and be more thankful about what God has given us. And Bill will be preaching on the 8th at the start of that series. Finally, Kirk's last message is this Sunday, the 1st. And I know a lot of you have RSVP'd, and we're so excited that so many of you are coming to see Kirk and coming back to Hillside. Please keep in mind that we do have our chairs spread out. We are social distancing, and that some of you may have to sit in Ernst and watch on the TV down there. Because of safety issues, we must keep some of you down there. And I know that's not your preference, but I would hope that you would respect that for people's safety. At the end of the service, we will have Kirk and Tanya and Ernst downstairs. so we can make a line, kind of like we used to for the missions meals, and go down and filter through it and say goodbye to them, give them your farewells, and say hello to them and greet them. So we hope that you're able to do that, and that you're able to come, and please keep your mask on in that line and everything. We do have quite a few slots open in our 8 a.m. masks required service. So if you would probably prefer to go to that one, just let the office know. Again, it's choffice@crhillside.com or choffice. I like to say choffice. It's fun to say. So yeah, that's what we have today, everybody. And I just want to tell you guys to stay encouraged. I know that this is a season of change. There's a season, the COVID and the derecho, and there's just so much going on. But we need to remember to rely on God, because He's here for us, because He loves us, because we love Him, and because we love each other. We need to be here for each other. We could take this opportunity to tear each other apart, but what good would that do? And how would that help bring people who don't know Jesus to Jesus, if they see the people who do know Jesus arguing amongst themselves? Be filled with joy, be filled with peace, and be filled with the love of Jesus Christ. We love you all very much. Have a wonderful week. Go in God.